I've been accused of having Stockholm syndrome because of my Trump views and this little coloring book I published. Honestly, I'm so glad they said it because it made me look deeper. And what I found, I actually agree. Stockholm syndrome is when a victim begins to identify with their captor. They defend the very people who held them hostage, even when freedom is an option. It was first named after a 1973 bank robbery in Sweden. Hostages were held for 6 days, and when they were finally released, they refused to testify against their captors. They even raised money for their defense. And that's when it hit me. A whole lot of us, especially in the Black community, are under the oppression of political Stockholm syndrome. You vote Democrat because your mama did, because your daddy did, because your church does, because someone told you that your skin color came with a party affiliation. You have been trained to identify with pain, to relate to oppression, to stay tethered to the trauma of the past. And when someone dares to say you are not a victim, you fight them harder than the systems and mindsets that kept you stuck. Listen, this isn't just about politics, it's about identity. It's about God's kingdom. Jesus wasn't a pastor. He wasn't a deacon. He wasn't a pope. He was and he is a king. And that is a political position. Kings rule, kings establish order, kings bring justice, protection, and peace. If your heart is still aligned with pain instead of being aligned with the King of Kings, you're choosing bondage over freedom. And the word says, I have set before you today life and death, blessings and curses. Now choose life that you and your children may live. Deuteronomy 30:19. I'm not brainwashed, I'm awake. I choose prosperity over pity, faith over fear, legacy over lies. And this coloring book, it's about breaking out of the box, coloring outside the lines of our mental prison. So if you're still sipping the Kool-Aid of generational hurt and party loyalty, ask yourself, who's really holding you hostage? Because I'm free, and I want you to be too.